I always wanted to be a scientist. And in my testing, I was looking for how do you sprout and what is the optimum angle. If you were to sprout and leave the jar flat here with the open top, the water will accumulate and the bacteria will form, so that's not a very good thing. You could think like, well, what if you do it the opposite direction and leave it upside down like this? Well, the problem then is the sprouts will stack on top of each other and you're getting the weight of them, and you'll also be blocking the airflow and air exchange. I started to test from being flat all the way up to 90 degrees and came up with this angle, approximately 30 degrees, as being the optimum angle for sprouting. Now, I'll tell you two other things that I came up with is when I was working on this is, number one, you want to get all of the water to drain out. So here the threads are on the outside, and if you notice, the jar is straight. This way, when it is at that angle, the water will all strain out. The other thing was having a filter. Now, I used to use cheesecloth, and I loved organic cheesecloth, except it collects the biofilm and the exudate that comes off of the seeds and the sprouts as they're growing. And then I used plastic, and I stopped using the plastic. Then I went to like a window screen mesh, which was pretty good, except I couldn't really clean it, and it was also collecting bacteria, and it was also rust, even though it wasn't supposed to rust. So then I made this, which was a stainless steel filter that was very easy to clean, and all of the water would strain and drain out of it. And then on this jar, my hands are decent size, but it was still slippery. So we actually put these detents in the jar so that you could hold it very easily and it wouldn't slip out, and it's easy to go in and out of the stand. And the stand is perfect angle, and then you have a drip tray that you could strain out the extra water. So the idea of having something that was integrated and a complete kit that looked great on the kitchen, that grew the sprouts, that you don't have to hide when people come over. That's the Sprouting Company jar, and that's how we got to the angle and all the deliberate decisions that went into making this particular product.